Kwasman is one of 4 candidates eyeing a seat on the Scottsdale City Council in November. A win for Kwasman would represent his first return to elected office since 2015, when his only term in the Arizona House expired. He considered a run for the Arizona Senate in 2020, but he dropped out of the race. Before that, he committed an on-camera gaffe that may have kneecapped his 2014 primary run to represent Congressional District 1 in the U.S. House. That year, Kwasman was the subject of an infamous, embarrassing and frankly hilarious news report posted to YouTube by USA Today. In the report, Kwasman was making a speech near the small town of Oracle, just north of Tucson, decrying the busing of migrant children to a nearby shelter at state expense. When he heard such a bus was approaching, he cut the speech short to take a photo. Kwasman later tweeted along with a picture of a school bus in the middle of the road. "This is the abrogation of the rule of law." Speaking to reporter Bram Resnick later that day, Kwasman said he was able to actually see some of the children in the buses and the fear on their faces.
My Lady Justice.
Adam Kwasman was making a speech.
The reason why Lady Justice holds a blindfold over faces.
But then the Republican congressional candidate suddenly stopped. He got word a bus was heading down the road and took off for it.
Anything else? Thank you. Adam Kwasman.
It's what Kwasman and the Oracle protesters were waiting for, a confrontation with a bus full of migrant children. Kwasman tweeted from the scene, "Bus coming in. This is not compassion. This is the abrogation of the rule of law." He included a photo of a yellow school bus.
I was able to actually see some of the children in the buses and the fear on their faces. This is not compassion.
That fear on the faces of migrant children, Kwasman told me he saw in Oracle. There's just one problem. Those weren't migrant children on the yellow school bus. They were YMCA campers from the Marana School District.
Do you know that was a bus with YMCA kids?
They were sad too.
Reporters at the scene saw the children laughing and taking pictures on their iPhones.
I apologize. I didn't know. I was leaving when I saw them.
Kwasman later deleted his original tweet, but we found it on PolitWhoops, a site that captures politicians' deleted tweets. He did backflips, trying to take back the story.
I said I saw children. Right. I saw children.
But those weren't migrant children.
Those were not migrant children. That's fine.
A month later, Kwasman finished third in the Republican primary to represent the district, which at the time covered Pinal County and Tucson's north suburbs. Then Speaker of the Arizona House of Representatives Andy Tobin won the race but went on to lose the general election to Democrat Ann Kirkpatrick. A lot has changed since then, Kwasman told Phoenix New Times in an interview. He left the race with a damaged reputation, prompting him to take his life and career in a different direction. "I am a fundamentally different person than I was a decade ago," Kwasman said. 10 years out from a mistake after a decade away from politics, Kwasman now nears an improbable comeback. After his failed congressional bid, Kwasman and his wife, Orit, moved to Scottsdale to start a family. They grew in their Jewish faith and began observing Orthodox Judaism, had 4 kids and involved themselves in their synagogue. Kwasman said if he wins a council seat this year, he'd be the first Orthodox Jew ever elected to office in Arizona.